Back for another update. Let's take a look at incentive token here. What this looks like is a W-shaped recovery. Now, you can also call W-shaped recoveries it's also called a double dip recession. You have a 5-wave crashing structure to the downside, right? Come up for your initial advance, your partial decline, and then continuation up to the highs. Now, there's no guarantee that we'll go above the last all-time high here, set back in May 2023. There's no guarantee of that. That all-time high is currently sitting at around $60 to $80. Okay. Now, taking a trend-based fib to this from the bottom of this leg, from the bottom of this trend to the top of the trend and down to the counter trend, we do see that the 100% fib lies at around $43, which is also the 88.6% fib when we measure the move from the high down to the low of this downtrend. Okay? So you see how the 100% fib perfectly lines up with the 88.6% fib. Okay, another fib to also be mindful of is the 78.6% fib right over here, sitting at $26. So within this region over here, you would want to start to be cautious. Okay, and especially as we approach this last all-time high that we had. Now, like I said, within a W-shaped recovery, there's no guarantee that we'll go ahead and make a new all-time high. But in the case that we do, it would likely be a 5th wave. So we would come up for a 3rd wave, likely to around the 100% fib or the 88.6% fib, which I showed you. Come down for a 23.6% correction, maybe come down to the 38.2% fib, and then we would come up for a 5th wave, which would likely come to around the 130 to 333 region. Now, we'll definitely need to alter these targets as the price develops, because if one target changes, or if one target peaks at another price shown, then we'll have to alter these targets as the price develops. So I won't have the time to always alter the analysis and provide updates on YouTube, but I will be able to do that in my Discord. So if you haven't joined the Discord, click the link in the description below so you guys can stay updated with incentive token along with all of its macro and subwave counts. Okay, so this is a W-shaped recovery. Basically what it shows here is that we're going to have a 5-wave move to the upside. And I want to show you another scenario over here. So this is another scenario. So this is what a W-shaped recovery looks like. 5-wave move down, initial advance, partial decline, continuation up to the last all-time high. Okay, this is the other scenario on incentive token. I was going to keep this chart exclusively for my Discord members, but it wouldn't be fair. I want you guys to be in the know, because I think that this will be the last great run up in crypto for many years to come. So I want you guys to be able to take advantage of this the best you can. We have a 5-wave move down here for your A wave. After having 5 waves, you got to come up for a 3-wave move, right? So we have 5-wave moves up, 5-wave move up in your A, 3-wave move down in your B, coming down to the 50% fib, and this psychological support over here, which we use many times. Okay. And also back testing this ending diagonal pattern within the B wave. Notice how we back tested it right over here. So if we zoom in over here, you see how we back tested it and then printed a bullish pin bar on the daily time frame, and now we're seeing continuation up. Same thing with PLS and PulseX. Okay, so this scenario shows that we had 5 waves down. Now we need to come up for a counter trend. Okay, so we would need to come. So we had our A wave down in a 5-wave move. Now we're coming up in a 3-wave move for your B wave. Okay. So we're currently grinding out this C wave of our B wave to the upside. Okay, so same region as my last chart, $25 to $43. Okay, that would be the 78.6 to 88.6% fib found by taking a fib from our May high down to our December low. So in this region over here, be very cautious because we may turn down from here. Moreover, this is a bearish ascending broadening wedge pattern, right? We have 3 touch points here. 1, 2, 3, right? And then you have 1, 2, and then this could be your third touch point right here. Usually with ascending broadening wedges, they break down most of the time. This is what it looks like, right? This is your broadening wedge. Right? Just something like this, right? And then usually it comes from the highs. And then this would be a bear flag before continuation down, right? So be very cautious within that $25 to $43 region. Wouldn't hurt to take profit there. Okay, now definitely save some tokens aside just in case the chart is a little bit more impulsive for something like for a scenario like this. So take profit, right? Take profit at these fibs here at the, let me see here. Okay, yeah, so the 26, so same region, $26 to $43 region. Take profit there, not financial advice. Save some coins aside just in case we come up for that fifth wave. Okay, so this wave 4 correction that comes after this next leg in the market will be very telling on whether we have that next leg up or not. Okay, I'm thinking it only comes down to the 23.6 to 38.2% fib rather than us having a deep and complex wave 4, because this wave 2 was very took a very long time, and it did come down to the 50. So usually in the Elliott wave theory, whenever you have a long and complex wave 2, you likely have a very simple wave 4 and vice versa. Okay, so just something to be aware of, just these two scenarios. So this scenario shows that we're in a W-shaped recovery with a high probability of us making it back towards our last all-time high, or at least around it. It's maybe 78 to 88.6% of the way up, around 26 to 43 bucks. And with a small possibility of this fifth wave up here before we turn down again. Okay, to around 100 to $333. Now we'll definitely need to, as the price develops, we'll be altering these waves, which will allow us to have more accurate targets, but I will be updating that in the Discord, so definitely click the link. This is one scenario. The second scenario would be this one over here, where we don't have that fifth wave up there, but instead we just top out as a B wave in a bearish ascending broadening wedge, or in other words, a bear flag, where this is your flagpole, this is your flag, right? And then you have your continuation down. Okay, it's just something to be aware of. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to let me know. Peace out and take it easy. See you in the next one.